Clarence to the Football Star Telegram as the beautifully violently running Rico Dowdle earn more carries, and how do you get in more carries?
We'll see how the game goes. I'm thrilled to death with the way Rico's playing. I think we do an excellent job at ball distribution.
So you don't see an increase in usage at all, or
We'll see how the game goes. Yeah, the game dictates that. I have no problem with Rico getting more carries, and that would be great. But also, my focus is Tony Pollard. As far as the primary ball carry.
What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up. And today I want to talk about a hot topic button, and that is the Dallas Cowboys run game. And a lot of people are saying, Tuck, we understand what Tony Pollard is, but thus far, things haven't looked like they did last year, right? Trying to make Tony Pollard the bell cow running back. And I think that everyone is running to see more Rico Dowdle. Now, when you look at Rico, he's 6 foot, about 215, 220. But the thing that you'll notice about Rico is the yards after contact. And right now, even with minimal carries, he's averaging about 3.19 yards after contact. And on third down conversions, he has like a 33% conversion rate. And he don't get a lot of carries. Like last week, he got 12 carries for 79 yards and 1 touchdown. But versus Philly, he had 2 carries. Versus the Rams, he had 5. Versus the Chargers, he had 3. So a lot of people are curious to see what could this Dallas Cowboys running offense attack look like if you gave Rico the ball just a little bit more. So let's go ahead and get into the film. So on this very first play, you're going to see something, right? You're going to see single back formation. You're going to have Rico in the backfield, but you also have Tony Pollard out there as well, flex out as a wide receiver. Now, this is something I've been asking for even back when we had Zeke, to have Rico and have Tony Pollard, to have Zeke, have Tony Pollard, because with the versatility of Tony Pollard, you can do a lot of different things and give defenses a lot of different looks, right? Because technically it's a 2 running back formation, but you have to respect Tony Pollard as a wide receiver. But you're going to see Jake Ferguson come into motion, and then they're going to run a jet motion here with Tony Pollard, and then you're going to see the handoff to Rico. And the thing that when you watch Rico, like I said, we always start from the base up, right? Work our way up. But his feet is always moving. He has a great base. And the thing that I like about Rico, and I feel like we're missing this with the absence of Ezekiel Elliott, he's always falling forward. He's always, because he has a low center of gravity, but he's always just falling forward and getting those extra 1 yard, 2 yards. And I think that's what our offense is really missing. We remember what happened, in the red zone when Tony Pollard, right? He got hit in the end zone and didn't cross the plane. So I was like, we have these power bruisers. And I don't think Rico's really a power running back. He's more of a balanced running back, but he does have a lot of power in his game, and he's always falling forward. And you are going to need this a lot more as our schedule gets a little tougher. It gets a little bit colder out. You're going to need those tough, gritty, nasty, dirty yards. And I feel like Rico is the guy that we currently have in house that's going to be able to do that. On the next play right here, you're going to have Hunter Luepke. He's going to be in the offset right here, playing the fullback position, or the Fox if you want to get a little deep, and you have Rico as the hound, as the running back. And they're going to simply just run a toss left and watch Rico put his foot in the ground, recognize it, and cut. Bam, right there. And get upfield. And look at that. He's running with a purpose. You got to think, like, Rico was an undrafted guy who really hasn't gotten his opportunity yet in NFL because he's been sitting behind, Pollard and Zeke, and, he's had some injuries throughout his career. Like, it's feasting time for him. He is hungry and he wants to eat. And when he gets the ball in his hands, y'all, he is running like a man possessed, and he's been doing this all camp. Look at the extra drag, look at the power, look at the speed, the cut, the precision. Like, there's a lot of different things that you're noticing when it comes to watching Rico's game, and I feel like the Cowboys are going to have to utilize this a lot more. Look at that cut. Bam. If you're playing Madden, that's the R2 button right there. That's the R2 button right there. Precision cutting right there. Slips off the tackler. Get off me, bro. Boom, moving. Look at Terrence. Look at Big Terrence. Big Terrence showing up like, man, y'all was calling me soft last week, bro. Terrence out there moving. Look at big Terrence out there moving. A lot of people said, listen, Terrence Steele, y'all was done. Terrence Steele, y'all trying to burn Terrence Steele. Terrence Steele out there moving, y'all. But these are some of the things that I feel like Rico can really bring to our running game. Now, here's what I hate the most, right? We saw those 2 plays pretty much back to back. You saw Rico get down there to the goal line, right? But what does Mike McCarthy do? They pulled a man out. They didn't let him finish his food. Come on, you got to reward. If a man gives you a run like this, let him finish his food and get up in the end zone. And then we gave it to Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard got stopped. And of course, Dak Prescott come out and saved the day. But it's like, come on, give Rico that opportunity. But for some reason, the Cowboys are just using him very sparingly. But is it politics? More than likely, yes. But if you're thinking about what's best for the Cowboys, you got to let Rico get those touches. On his next play here, single back, it's inside zone. And you're going to see, once again, the patience and the yards after contact and the ability to break tackles. Boom. Get off me. Still moving. Take the contact. Take the hit. Still moving forward. Bam. Didn't get knocked back. Still moving forward. Still moving forward. Spinning. Getting the extra inch, extra yard right there. Those little things adds up. They add up. And this is what I feel like our offense is really missing. If you just give me 12. Mike McCarthy, I'm not asking for much. Give me 12 with Rico. Balance it out with Tony Pollard. Let him be the jab and let Tony Pollard be the knockout punch, right? This is your jab. This is setting up your jab right here. Then let Tony Pollard come in. That's not Tony Pollard's game. It never has been. I don't know why the Cowboys are trying to force it. And it's completely okay for Tony Pollard to be a change of pace back. It's not a knock on Tony Pollard. Like, there's been numerous change of pace backs throughout the tenure of the NFL. It is okay. It's not to demean or bring down Tony Pollard in any magnitude, because Tony Pollard's electric, but you got to put him in the best position to do what he does best. Right here, a little RPO action with him and Dak. Once again, sharp cut, gets upfield. And also, you can do a lot more of this with Rico. And I want to see this with Dak. Now, since Dak is using them legs, y'all, a little bit RPO action, because it can definitely keep your defense off balance, and especially with the way our receivers have been playing. If you get the run game involved, it's going to open up so much for our offense. So Cowboys fans, you got to be excited. And I think that we are going to do it. I think that we're going to do it. I think we're going to make, a philosophy and a mentality to get the run game going this Sunday versus the Panthers, because they got the worst run defense in the NFL, y'all. So everybody should be out there carving on the ground. And so I think they're going to put an emphasis to really get the run game moving in action. On this play right here, I have Hunter kind of motion down. Once again, the fullback, a little offset action. And it's a simple check down for Cooper Rush, right? Now, here's what I'll say, right? Because they usually try to use Zeke a little bit in the passing game. Zeke wasn't the best threat in the passing game. I feel like Rico can give you a little bit. I think he can also give you a little bit as a receiver as well. We saw the touchdown he was able to get, a few weeks ago. So, it's just simple check downs and just let him go out there and use his God-given ability. He's fully capable of doing that. So I just want to see them utilize him just a little bit more, not too crazy. I'm not saying make him the number one back and give him 30 carries a game or anything like that, right? But you got to give him more than two. Next play right here, just another simple toss. And like I said, just falling forward, getting those tough, gritty, dirty, nasty, grimy yards. When it gets cold out, and we're going to have to go and play in Buffalo and different things like that, you're going to need to get these tough, grimy yards. And there's been instances, right, when it's fourth down. We tried the tush push. The tush push ain't us. We gone empty formation. We've done a lot of different things when I feel like we can just line up and give Rico the ball behind Hunter Luepke and get those dirty, grimy yards. And I really want Mike McCarthy to get back to that. On this play here, delayed handoff, and this is just nasty. This is user stick. This is grimy right here, and it shows the agility. It shows the burst. It shows the complete package when it comes to Rico right here. Watch these moves, y'all. Watch these moves. Go ahead, Cooper Rush, do your thing. Boom. Got him right there. Left juice stick, right juice stick. Finishing through the tackle. Almost in the end zone like that. That is a grimy, nasty, sexy run from Rico. That's hips, That's movement, that's agility, that's speed, that's power, that's vision. It's all in one. It's a complete package run right there. And I don't give a damn if it's the New York Giants or if it's against me. You can't coach that. That's natural instincts. And on this play right here, this is what I'm talking about, the dirty, grimy stuff, right? Letting him get the dirty, grimy yard, pushing, driving his leg to finally finish his food and get up in the end zone. This is what we need, y'all. This is what I've been saying we're missing in the red zone. So hopefully, typically when Mike McCarthy has a little, sarcasm in his press conference, there might mean that they're going to get him involved because he did it with CeeDee Lamb. He did it with Brandon Cooks. Hopefully that will be the case with Rico, but I think he's going to be an extra boost to our offense, man. So it's your boy J Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms at JTuck151. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and give Rico the ball, y'all. I ain't asking for much. Peace.